Joining us now is Democratic Senator Adam Schiff of California. He's a member of the Senate Judiciary Committee and a former federal prosecutor. Senator Schiff, what normally happens with this kind of cash in undercover operations like this run by the FBI?
Well, there would be a follow-up if there's a prosecution where you would make sure that the money was retained so you could enter it into evidence during a trial. Sometimes the $50,000 might be in marked bills. I remember working on a case involving corrupt LA sheriffs way back in the day when I was a prosecutor, and it involved marked bills that were later found sequestered within the drywall in this deputy sheriff's home. So you want to be able to prove that you provided the money. Now, if you've got video of it or audio of it, you may not need marked bills, but it's an important part of the evidence. But also here, where the Justice Department dismissed the case for reasons it's never made clear, the question is, did they ever get the money back, or did he just get this $50,000 bribe gift from the FBI? And we should be able to get answers from the Attorney General on that, or the Director of the FBI. But that requires that Republicans join us in doing serious oversight. That requires the Judiciary Committee demand on a bipartisan basis answers to those very basic questions. They haven't been willing to do that. So Senator Whitehouse, Senator Blumenthal, myself have now made these FOIA, Freedom of Information Act requests. My experience in the first Trump administration, when they likewise stonewalled oversight, is sometimes FOIA is a quicker process to get answers because you can go to court to enforce them than even congressional oversight, particularly here where Republicans aren't willing to do it.
Senator, one of the answers that the Attorney General could have given to Senator Whitehouse's question about this is it never happened. There was no FBI undercover operation investigating Tom Homan. There is no video of him accepting $50,000, and so there is no $50,000 to talk about. That's an available answer if it's true.
That's absolutely true. That's absolutely right. Another available answer is we will get you that information. We will provide that to this committee. If there's an audio or videotape, we will turn it over. We will let you know whether he paid taxes on this. If he kept the money, we will give you those answers. That, too, would be acceptable if she actually didn't know the answers. Now, I think she does know the answers. If you played a little more of that tape, you would have seen what she did with respect to just about everyone on the committee, which is when she got questions she didn't like, she turned to personal attacks on the different senators. But yes, you're absolutely right. She could have made a denial. Even Tom Homan, when he was originally asked about this on Fox, didn't deny getting the cash. He was willing to say he didn't believe he did anything illegal, but he didn't rule out getting the cash.
Senator Schiff, we have to squeeze in a commercial break. When we come back, I'd like to discuss Donald Trump using the FBI now to try to investigate members of Congress for simply reciting the law publicly. Senator Adam Schiff is back with us. Senator, we have reports indicating that the FBI is trying to arrange interviews with each of your colleagues in that video. Should they agree to those interviews? There's nothing forcing them to do that.
Well, I leave it to them to decide how they want to handle this, but this is plainly intended to try to intimidate them. We have the astonishing situation where the president, the Pentagon are saying that if you state the law, if you state what the Constitution provides, that's how somehow going to subject you to investigation, prosecution for sedition, court-martialing. It's absurd. But the whole point of it is also a dangerous effort to try to silence and intimidate. And I can tell you, knowing all of these six who made that video, they are not about to be silenced or intimidated. They have faced far greater in their careers than these idle threats from the president or the Pentagon. But nevertheless, it's, part of the abuse of the Justice Department to go after the president's enemies. He's now abusing the Pentagon to go after his enemies. He's abusing the FCC to go after his critics in late-night comedy. He's using the Department of Education to go after his critics at universities. This is a broad societal effort to silence and intimidate the opposition. It's what dictators do. And I'm just so proud of the patriotism of my colleagues, Mark Kelly, Alyssa Slotkin, two of our most respected colleagues. I think all of us in the Democratic caucus feeling an enormous sense of pride in them and support for them.
So the FBI, prior to Donald Trump's inauguration, was engaged in serious work every day. There's certainly a dozen minimum FBI agents now who've been dragged off, probably a couple of dozen, dragged off whatever they were doing to go talk to members of Congress about something they said publicly. They could just sit in their FBI offices and study the video. It's all there.
That's exactly right. And that's why this is all about intimidation. It's not a serious investigation. There's no court or court-martial in the world that would find fault, I think, with my colleagues for stating the obvious, for stating the law. But, you know, it's designed to set a chilling effect. It's designed not only to chill these particular members, but to send a message to other members of Congress, House or Senate, that you got to watch what you say, because you'll be investigated. You could be threatened with prosecution. You might have to retain counsel. We will essentially, put you through the ringer if you dare stand up to this president. But, I could tell you, my colleagues and I feel this only stiffens our resolve to stand prouder, stand stronger, push back harder against this lawless administration.
Senator Adam Schiff, thank you very much for joining us tonight.